Welcome. You are having an exciting presentation in front of you. What I show you today in here is what it takes to operate like a professional trader from the comfort of your home or from any place in the world you decide or would want to be. So I called the title here Activity-Based Trading equals Price Prediction. Before we go there, I want to make you aware of the risk of trading, in particular when you trade securities like options and futures. And I also want to make you aware that we are not acting as brokers, dealers, or financial advisors. We are system developers and we are helping people to learn how to trade by following our systems. The word never loss trading comes from never stop loss trading and is not a promise that you never lose a trade. I also want to make that for certain, and we'll go through more details. Let's move on. Yeah. So first thing is big statement. How can you be your own hedge fund manager? And you will say it implies knowledge because hedge fund managers, they can demand a lot. Yeah, what do they demand? Often people need to have a net worth or an account for $10 million because else they don't work for them. You need to pay annual fees, yeah, at least 1-2% of your holdings, and you need to do profit sharing, like 20% of the profits the manager makes, that keeps for himself, and all from your money if you don't know what to do. And why can they demand it? Because they have knowledge that the normal person does not possess, and with that knowledge, they can demand taking control over your funds. But if you have the knowledge, you can do the same, and you can take control over your funds, and you can also hedge your positions. You can learn all of that, and I'll guide you through what it takes in a systematic point of view for moving yourself to be in a position to be your own hedge fund manager, or even maybe for somebody else. But in tools on hands, you need knowledge. Without knowledge, it's not going to go. Let us dive into a system that can work for you. Market reality. 95% of all orders are institutional driven. So that means a bigger company, an institutional investment house is placing those orders. But with that, we'll get an edge and we'll get you there. Yeah. Because when that's a reality, and that's a fact you can prove and check yourself. And also there's what people call these stock pools or program buy sells. 25% on a normal day on a New York Stock Exchange are computer organized orders. So they have an algorithm, they follow and they trigger an order. But when you know that and you bring it together, you can definitely take an advantage out of this because there's a predictability behind the action of institutions. Yeah. So they take the lead, they take the action, the lead and the action leaves a trace that you can spot and follow. And there's the edge where we want to guide you in because we developed algorithms, so you don't have to do that all on your own. We developed algorithms that help you to find these underlying action and put it in action on your own screen with your own way of trading. And you can do that for all asset classes and for multiple time frames. So now we are calling what we call activity-based trading. The activity of institutions is starting something. When other institutions acknowledge the direction that comes out of that, that's when we want to trade. And you can find those footsteps in the sand or footprints in the sand on your own, or with the help of us, where we have our NeverLossTrading alerts. And we'll do that for you and with you for stocks, for options, for futures, for Forex pairs, and always spot the institutional activity and follow it. Does it work 100%? No, but we are always aiming for high predictability. That means we want to be above 65, 67%, and that's what we achieve. And you can test us on this on all kind of time levels and charts. That's what we produce. It's still not a guarantee to make money because you will see down the road it takes much more than a bunch of indicators to be a good trader, but it takes an imperative of good indicators to keep you or to get you in the game. The wonderful situation with a computer helping you to find those footsteps, footprints in the sand, is that they are unemotional, our programs. Yeah, they are focused on finding what's going on. They feel no fear, no greed, no feel of revenge trading, desire, need, or confirmation. They just tell you it's there and give you a proposal to act on it when the odds are in your favor. That's also an important word, and we'll come to that. And it's a repetitive thing, and you can spot and follow those signals directly from the chart, or we every day run certain scans for certain time frames and support you to help you to see where do the fish swim the next day, which are the assets that are moving. And there are two ways of how institutional action can be displayed to you. that we can help you finding them. The one is, so you're having here those buy or sell signals. You see them here. Sell when the low of the next candle takes when the price move takes the low of the next candle out. Buy above this one, buy above this one. And what you always have, you have a predefined target. So how far do we want to trade? And then these targets are with the supply lines or with those dots. And you'll find out down the road how that can definitely help you, because at every trade situation, you know how much is my risk going to be per trade, what will the reward going to be, and that helps you to take a trade or not. In addition, we supply you with what we call our alerts. Yeah, the alerts gonna tell you for all asset classes where is supply, where is demand, where's price movement, because we want to definitely trade where the prices move. And so you can see it either online, yeah, real time on the chart, or you can participate within knowing, okay, what is moving, and we'll do that even pre-market, yeah, telling every day pre-market, we see the following activity at the opening. These are assets which gonna move, and they reach from forex to stocks with options and options in particular, yeah. And so we help you and train you in mentorships to learn all those individual elements. It's always one-on-one training and coaching. Yeah, it's also important. We just don't do a little training. We'll coach you. We are longer periods working with you, up to 6 months, depending on the program you are interested in. We install all software for you on a server, so it will be there tomorrow when you buy a new computer without the need that somebody needs to do something for you in addition or additional fees. Yeah, we do every session recording that you have, like we do this one here. So every time you can go through the learned again and you can improve. And we have written documentation up to 180 pages and much more, depending on what you want to learn, supporting you, giving you the opportunity to electronically read that on your phone, on your iPad, or wherever you go. You don't need to take a file folder with you. You can all do that electronically. And many of our systems are all of them, they're upgradable. What does that mean? Many of our traders, after they are successful with the first system, they add another one. Why they do that? They do it because they want to have a higher participation rate or higher accuracy in their trading. They're paid for the one through their action, and so they add and want to have a higher productivity, producing more income through trading. Our goal for you is to act like this pro trader network all on your own, and so therefore you'll need some supporting elements. Yeah, because you see here we are lining out risk management, back office analyst, and the trader who executes and protects. All of this we somehow need to replicate for you, with you, so that you are par to par with the big money guys and that you can compete with them. Because here, the risk manager, you need to learn clear risk guidelines, odds evaluation, and I come to that in detail, and only trade when the odds are in your favor. The things not in your favor, don't trade. It is the worst thing that you can do. That should be a Monday morning trader, not a Monday morning quarterback knowing better what happened on the weekend, but a trader, because maybe Monday morning there's nothing to trade. Yeah, but when you go to work, Monday morning there's definitely work to do. And it's big attitude change. And we help you transforming yourself into that person that can do all this. Yeah, back office statistics. What worked, what did not work, how many long trades did you do, did you consider all the individual stats that we have, at what time frames you traded. So we help you with statistics to bring your scorecard constantly forward, to make constant improvements from you step by step, from where you start to where you want to be. Next part, analyst, yeah, which assets are ready to trade, yeah. And so I showed you we have scanners and we have alert reports, and you have all of that available also at the beginning of your mentorship for free, yeah. It's part of it to get you started, yeah, so that you trade where the prices move, yeah. And also risk reward. How do I evaluate the setup? Yeah, what's my best time to trade? When you know all of this, it makes a difference, because then you can execute. Yeah, you know your entries, your exits, and you know how to hedge or where to take your stops, because that makes you a complete trader. And this is what we work with you. We complete you as a person to follow all these steps of that pro trader network. Yeah, not just following one little. We follow all of them, integrate them into your daily action, and make you a different trader. Let us jointly go step by step to what we see what it takes to be a trader, and we'll guide you through it and always fill it with live and real life examples. Yeah. Number one, high predictability. You need a system that gives you high probability. And here I clicked already on the next. High probability is having accuracy continuously on repetitive chart situations above 65%. But then alone, you're not winning yet. Yeah, you need to consider the odds ratio, and that calculation has to be above 1.5. I'll show you how it's calculated. Yeah, the probability for success would be your 65% times the average win rate or the win rate that you evaluate, divided by the probability of failing times the loss rate. So what are you risking? How much wiggle room do you need to give the price to not be stopped and go into the right direction? When you follow these odds rules, you have a high likelihood to come out being a positive trader. But the first thing is you need to have high predictability. Yeah. So you saw here activity-based trading is price prediction. High predictability is the first prerequisite. If you don't have that, you have close to no chance in that business to come out being profitable. Yeah. So take a look here. An average trading system. Yeah. So based on moving averages, MACDs, Bollinger Bands, and all of that, we tested them all out. The odds ratio in 75% of the cases is below 1.5, and this is why I'm not making money with it. Would be too easy. You calculate two moving average, 8 moves over 12, and then you make money. That'll be too easy. So therefore, most likely, when you operate with one of those, you're somewhere in here. Every now and then you get a good hit, but mostly the things don't work out for you. Now I'll show you if you have only a 65%, that's the lowest rate we work with, predictability, you have a 75% chance to start to make money. It's still no guarantee, but the odds come into your favor so that you are no more on the side where the setups are not favorable. You come to a side where you work with favorable setups and you can execute trades continuously in the right direction with the right direction without being stopped. So a high predictability is the key prerequisite to get into trading. So what else? Oh, there's many more points. Let us go through step by step. And you already heard me saying it, repetitive situations. Yeah, so the situation can't be there only once. You want it to be repetitive and you want it to be there for all asset classes because sometimes maybe stocks don't move, but maybe commodities do. And so you need to be able to swap over into a different bucket and participate in that. Yeah. And so let us take a look. What do you need there? Defined entries, defined exit, defined stop or adjustment levels. That is what every system should give you because then and only then you can calculate your odds ratio as I showed you in the chart before, and you see now how that all ties together, how high predictability within clear calculation of your odds at every trade in repetitive situation gives you a chance to be strong in the game. So how does it look on the chart? Yeah, repetitive situation I showed you before here. So we had these situations where you had a buy signal here. Yeah, it says buy me when price moves about that one. And so at least get me out of here. Yeah. So then also you have then that sell signal here, up here. And they have a sell signal here. And you can follow those always when direction is confirmed. That's how a system goes. Yeah, when direction is confirmed, then you'll follow with the trade. Yeah, like here on that buy signal, the high is taken out, and that's how you follow the trade. So institutional activity creates a change in supply and demand. The algorithms that we developed clearly spell out the action that you're supposed to take and also give you a guideline. You see here these red lines, that would be a trailing stop line. Then gives you an idea, okay, where is about my risk in relation to the reward I'm aiming for? Is that a good trade or a bad trade from that respect that I be about 1.5 on the odds ratio? When that's the case, you'll take it. When it's not the case, you're not taking the trade. Nobody forces you to trade because every time you trade, you risk money. Yeah. So the entries have to be given, the exits, the stop or adjustment levels. When you don't have a system that gives you that continuously, repetitively, that's what we're talking about right now. Consider what we do here. We are open for new students. We always only teach one-on-one, so you don't want to miss out because sometimes our capacities are limited. Yeah. So let's move on. What else does it take? It's not enough yet. Yeah. We have the odds evaluation and the odds have to be in your favor. Yeah, so I said that already, but how can we do that? So we have application schemes here in Excel form where you just put in your entry, your exit, and your stop, and then you get an evaluation here. It tells you based on your investment portfolio, that is a 2-lot trade, so you can, the average is a 1-lot trade, so you can put double your investment in. It tells you look for a 1.9% return and a 1.5% risk. Or if you dare to trade the options, you do the same in here, 3 little inputs or 2 even here only, and then I'm trading for 140% return. It's a short-term trade, or an 80% risk. Yeah, so one comes with the other. There's no risk-free trade, but when you have an easy way to evaluate that, then you're in the game, because then you always know, I'm a high roller here, I'm hitting for the fences, or I'm trying to get base to base. I'm having to take small bites out of the market because the situation at entry is favorable or not so favorable for me. Yeah? So the lot size, the risk, and the return have to be predefined, and will help you doing those with our systems on a continuous basis. Next, risk management and risk tolerance. Yeah, you see it already highlighted in bold here on the chart. Why is that important? Let us dive into it. Here we're in business with our education business here since 2008 and taught many traders. We haven't seen two with the same risk tolerance, and there's nothing wrong with it. Different favorite assets, different risk tolerance, and will work with you to what suits you. It's a tailor-made suit to make you the trader that you want to be. There is not a general thing that you can just follow. So what is the max risk per trade? For some might be $100, for some might be 5,000. And it's different, but it defines also the outcome. The one comes with the other. You can't just risk only very, very little and assume you always make a wonderful outcome. One, risk and reward that go together. But we are not controlling the reward at the end of the day. We make an assumption, but we control by a good deal the max risk we take in the trade. And so therefore that's so important. And we also divvy up the risk per trade. We're not going to do everything on one trade and then we're out of business. So we divvy it up. We help you. Just publish an article on our blog about dividing up option trades over 10 individual trades with a small budget, achieving a lot if the things work out in the right direction, aiming for above 65% predictability. Yeah? And so money management and money engagement. So how can you have your money working for you constantly? It's a very important thing. You think about it. When you have money in your account and you have no trades, that's not good. So we help with the alerts, we help with the indicators, with the watch list, to constantly giving you ideas where you can invest so that you can make earns and turns with your money, and how you do it with engaging your risk. So you see, it takes much more than just indicators, but the indicators are the basis. If you don't know what to trade, you can be the best risk manager. It'll not help you to come on the plate, yeah? And capital return requirements per asset class and time frame, they're different. Look, if you're trading on a 1 hour chart, you're trading for different return than the 4 hour on a weekly chart. But you might have more trades. So earns and turns, that's what we work out with you, putting that forward into a business plan where we'll help you to have clear action and to have clear guidance of what to do and what your financial expectation out of your dealings shall be. I already said the key word, business plan. You need a business plan for your trading, not just a trading plan. What's a business plan for your trading? It implies a financial plan. Yeah. So what do I risk? What will be my returns? How often will I trade? What am I going to do? Where and how? And an action plan. How do I prepare my trades in the morning? What do I have ready? How do I execute them? When do I protect? How do I protect? When you don't have that, and usually the newbie trader doesn't have it, you'll have a very, very little opportunity to ever come out clean out of that business. Money goes quick when you don't follow those actions. How to follow those actions, yeah? So we work with you that's a simple business planning model of just a client that we had the second session of teaching with in a NeverLossTrading turn point. And so we worked out certain buckets of time frames that are convenient for their personal works. Yeah, so it was weekly charts, 4 hour charts, and daily charts. We take certain trades with options, we take others with stocks, and we'll make in a certain engagement of the capital available. And we know at each point what's the maximum drawdown, all of that in an action plan. How do I prepare? How many trades per week? How many of these and that? So that's a clear guideline. Look, you now know what to do. You now know what to do. You might not be able to execute everything on a Monday, but in a week, I trade maybe the person shall trade 3 out of 5 days. that's a good participation rate. And usually in 3 out of 5 days, something moves where somebody can participate in. So you know what to do when. That's an action plan. And you have a financial plan. You see what's my return, my risk, my expectation from that business. Can it feed my funnel that I can pay my bills? And that's a very, very important statement. But only the action gets you to feed your funnel and to pay your bills. We want you to be a pro trader, and from what we show you here, it requires you to have solid indicators. So you have to have high predictability to participate in the game, but also it requires more, as we've shown you. Yeah, professionals are prepared. You need to be prepared for that business to come out of it better than those who have it as a profession. And by the size of orders you're dealing with, you don't have to scale in and out. You can, but you have a big advantage over the pro trader because they have a problem of all the money they need to get in the market in a very short period of time. And this is why they leave their footprints and you can spot and follow them. Yeah. And we help you one-on-one training and coaching to get you there step by step at your best available times, also weekends or early morning, whenever it suits you. So to get you the knowledge, to get you the instruments on hand that make you a pro trader comparable from the comfort of your home or any place in the world. Look, trading is fantastic. You can take a laptop and you can execute your orders. And we have many of our traders, they enjoy a great independence doing that and have a good life within trading certain hours of the day, participating in it because you know they can prepare in the overnight, that they use the alerts that we send out, they prepare what's going to happen the next day. When it happens, their orders auto execute. It's all pre-programmable, doable. Here comes our offering to get you in a world of never loss trading, learning to apply constantly all those individual steps that I introduced you to today. Yeah. So we offer multiple trading systems, starting with never loss trading top line being the top of the line, and starting also with our tradecolors.com system, which is a base system, but from there you always can upgrade. That's a nice thing that we allow. It's always taught individually. Everything is a tailor-made suited to your wants and needs, suited to your best time frame. And this is the way we teach you, coach you, bring you forward. Here's an example for a 20-hour mentorship program that would be the top line program. Yeah, everything is installed, software on the server for you, charts are built. You have real-time data with that. We'll have always entry exit stops at every situation. You have position sizing models, as I showed you, times in the trade. So when do I enter, when do I exit, risk approximation, and a business plan here. How do I act? Do I hedge? Do I not hedge? How do I act at certain points in time of the day? When do I not want to be in a trade? All of that you learn, and we go through 20 hours of training, but also a 6 months mentorship. Therefore, 3 months you have all the alerts for free. If you then like the value of them, you subscribe to them, or that program even comes with a scanner, so you can scan on your own and see what's hot in all asset classes that are sold in U.S. market, sold or traded in U.S. markets. Here, a short overview of what we are having. We just added a new program called Turnpoint Trading. Yeah, so the independent investor top line that sells for 9,997, 20 hours of training, multiple programs, scanners, all of that included. Frequent traders often, because they want a very high participation rate, they use our HF program because they want to trade short term and as often as possible in certain time frames like the European opening. Many traders doing that, and we even teach at those times. If you want to get together at 3 a.m. East, we'll do that. Yeah, there you have to ask us for the price. Yeah, in our budget model. Yeah, we are signing in here at 2,497. That's our first model, coming with 4 hours of training, 1 month of mentorship, and also here you have always your ability to get all your questions answered. It's individual training, and you follow a candle color scheme concept. Yeah, so we are available for new students. You can reach us either by contact@neverlosstrading.com or call 866-455-4520. And we are happy, when you are interested in one or the other program, to give you a live demonstration so that you see how it works. And then we count up the good trades and bad trades, and you see yourself what is possible with our system and what is possible with our mentorship and teaching. Hope we could give you some exciting news, and we're helping you to be the trader that you want to be. And we are looking forward to hearing back from you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.